going on, Jerome? What's going on, Poppy? So we put out a poll earlier of, hey, should we do a Viking 7-round mock draft every day? And the earlier results were like, no. But we're going to do it anyway because it's what I would be doing normally because I have no hobbies because golf sucks. So, yeah, may as well record it for hashtag content. And if you don't like it, just don't watch it. So we're going to go in and we're going to have some interesting parameters every single time. So we'll use all the different sites as well as we're going to cut Rudy and Barr. And I think that's something that could easily be realistic this offseason where Anthony Barr, if he doesn't want to take a pay cut time, and then same thing with Kyle Rudolph, especially with Irv Smith and Tyler Gronklin ready to rock and roll. So let's start off at the top. So right away, Vikings $4 million in the hole, which is better than 95 or how many millions the Saints are over the cap. You hate to see it, but we're going to Anthony Barr is gone. Kyle Rudolph is gone. Who else are we cutting? We're also going to cut Stefan. Oh, I almost cut Michael Pierce. That would have been a bad deal. Cutting Dan Bailey. We don't need no kicker. Cutting Skullquit. I like Skullquit. He was not very good last year. He straight up was not. See who else. So that frees up. That freed up about 19 million in cap space. So we're now about 15 million in the black. And frankly, I think that that's reasonable. I think that Riley Reef may be back on a pay cut. In fact, let's invoke that. So cut and then we'll re-sign him. Is a de facto pay cut. And then let's restructure one guy. Well, Daniil probably going to be extended, which is fine. And then let's restructure Kendricks again because why not? All right, so the Vikings head into free agency with 27 million in cap space. Some of that is going to be absorbed because we're going to re-sign Reef. Because again, respect. Riley Reef was a damn fine, decent left tackle last year, and yeah. All right, so Anthony Harris, no. Eric Wilson, we're gonna let go in the spot. So that does rocket linebacker up on the needs, and we'll see what happens in the draft. Dakota Dozier, no. Elfline, no. So Stefan, but Riley Reef, yes. All right, so let's make him an offer that he can refuse. Actually, let's shrink this down a little bit. There we go. Let's see here. Let's do 5 milli. Cut and paste there. 5 milli for 1 year. We'll guarantee 75% of it. And he accepted. There you go. And it's possible that it could come down to that where, I mean, given his year, but he is a year older, that I think that he could have a relatively limited market, especially the way that this left tackle draft class is looking. So I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. All right. So into free agency, I have 22 million and change to play with, which I think could be reasonable. And the Vikings, I don't think that they're going to swing for the fences, even though I will absolutely love to see it. So I don't think they're going to get into the, Thuney and Scherf didn't even make it to free agency, so that's whatever. Let's see, Darrell Williams, Austin Blythe. I could really see them going after Austin Blythe, who's the Rams center. It would be a quote-unquote scheme fit. I mean, can you imagine getting in Corey Linsley derby? Well, with Linsley, it would make sense to get Linsley and then move Bradbury to guard. But just imagine that, just crossing the river. The Packers to Vikings pipeline is wide open. Edge rusher-wise, I don't know. Vikings probably won't be in the market because some of these price tags are going to be sky high. Like maybe they get in on the secondary market, but maybe guys like Tano Passano, former second-round pick out of Villanova. I don't know. But the Vikings, again, since Barr is gone, since Wilson is gone, do they take a look to add a linebacker in free agency? Oh, Tahir Whitehead? Ragland? No. Beasley? Definitely no. Duke Riley? I do like Duke Riley. All right, so let's take a little shot here. Make a little offer. Let's see here. 5 million. 2 years for, we'll guarantee half of it. So throw that offer out there. Also, I think that they could be in the market for adding some veteran cornerbacks. Not going bad bleep insane. But yeah, let's just buzz the tower on Patrick Peterson one time. 10 milli for 2 years, and we'll guarantee 65% of it. Just see what happens, right? And I do think that they, do they dip their toes in the wide receiver market? I mean, John Ross is just like there. I mean, we could just offer him the league minimum. 1 milli, 1 milli, 1 milli. See what happens. Then backup quarterback, since Sean Mannion is a free agent, probably going to break the bank. So no. But looking around, yeah, I'm going to do it. Screw it. Just for the LOLs, I want RG3 as Kirk Cousins' backup. Just for the laughs. Actually, no. Give him 2 seasons. Why not? Let's sync up Kirk Cousins and RG3's contracts. So, all right. Let's see how we did. All right. So, we got RG3. Beautiful. All right. So, John Ross said no. Duke Riley, yes. Patrick Peterson, yes. All right. So, feeling pretty good. I mean, Duke Riley in lieu of Todd Davis, who I don't believe is on this thing. I'm bringing back Todd Davis. Well, not Thomas Davis, Lee. But, yeah, I'm all for bringing back Todd Davis. But he's not listed here. But also adding a veteran like Duke Riley, adding Patrick Peterson. I'm still going to get John Ross, man. I want that straight line speed. Nah, Deshaun Jackson, no. Goodwin, nah. Ted Ginn is way too old. All right, so stupid John Ross in your stupid face. $2 million, 1 year. We'll guarantee half of it. So we'll give you like a $1 million signing bonus. Huh? All right, he declined. All right, screw you. On to the next one. All right, offensive lineman. All right, yeah, Bakhtiari's already signed his massive extension, so he's out. Taylor Moton rode the boat. Bring back Mike Remmers, probably not. Let's see, Blythe. I could see them going after Blythe. Like, maybe do you try and scoop up the remnants of Kelechi Assembly? Dan Feeney, I really liked him coming out of Indiana. Definitely has not worked out in San Diego. Schofield, also a former San Diego. Well, not San Diego, Los Angeles, whatever. Same with Forrest Lamp. I like Lamp. In fact, I love Lamp. All right, so $2 million. 1 year, we'll guarantee half it. We'll give you like the Dakota Dozier special. Let's see, Buzz the Tower and anyone? Nah. All right, Forrest Lamp says no. All right, so do we go after Awesome Blythe? That just seems like a Viking signing. It does. Former Iowa offensive lineman, very well indoctrinated with the zone scheme. Didn't make a ton. I believe is going to turn either 29 or 30. He's up there. All right, so $5 million for 3 years. Hey, yeah, we'll give you the Josh Klein special. And he said no. Why is everyone rejecting us? All right, so $7 million in cap space. Let's see what we can do. Because I believe they already took David Sharp is bad. I believe they already accounted for draft pick salary cap, so I think we're good there. Fine, $6 million for 3 years, and we'll guarantee 70% of it. There we go. Awesome, Blythe. So we got a guard. All right, so we got a guard. We got re-signed Riley Reef. We got RG3 as the backup. We got Duke Riley as some linebacker depth. Still doesn't really change what you do in the draft. Patrick Peterson is here, as well as Awesome Blythe. So I think we're good to go in this spot. I mean, I guess we could have gone for one more, but all right, so 7-round draft. See, this is what's always tough is that big boards, it's really early for big boards, so it is tough to update and whatnot. This one's been updated today, so we'll take a shot there. We want difficult, we want NFL draft order, and for those about to mock, we salute you. All right, so let's see if we can get a trade done at the beginning, because, why the hell not? Actually, let's extend this up. There we go. And the hands go up, and they stay there. Well, let's see what happens. Sure. So they do have comp picks. Oh, well, so the Trey Waynes comp pick, which is probably going to be a 4th-round pick, they made it a 3rd round, and for that we thank you. And also you have a 6th-round pick from, I believe that's Mac Alexander. So you're kind of good to go. All right, so let's start the round. Wow, that says Jalen Twyman in the top 10. Wow, man. Does Micah Parsons get there? Ooh, do we pause? Is it on us? Are we on the clock? Where does it say? All right, so 13. Oh, let's recap so far. Lawrence 1, Jamar Chase to the Jets. If they are going to build around Darnold, I get it. Sure. 3, Devontae. Wow, the quarterbacks are just falling. So Justin Fields goes 7 to the Lions. Zach Wilson, 8 to the Panthers. So you do have no Panther Trey Lance on board. Well, let's see what happens at 13. I would be really why's Xavier Thomas that high? I would be really upset if Michael Parsons goes next. All right, good. We got it. All right, so 13 was Jalen Waddle, so that's interesting. So the Vikings at this spot, man. All right, so Parsons on board, absolute physical freak, would be a phenomenal replacement 1-for-1 for Anthony Barr. Azeez Ujulari is on board. Basham's on board, the edge rusher from Wake Forest. I like his size, setting the edge. Rondale Moore is out there too. No Pants or Trey Lance. Jason Owett is there. Leatherwood. I mean, this is a perfect spot. Darisaw, I assume, is still on board, right? Because I don't think we saw him. Rousseau is off the board. Well, where do they have Darisaw ranked? What, they have Christian Darisaw ranked 53? Okay, maybe not so much. But all right, so 14. I mean, if you can't trade down, even though this is a perfect trade down spot, it is a tough choice, because do you just go with Trey Lance, even though he's going to sit for 2 years? Or do you go with Micah Parsons, who can contribute right away and be a star linebacker for you? So we went in the same. Do we trade down? But how far do we trade down? And what can we get in return? That's the question. All right, well, may as well take a stab since we're here for the funsies, right? Let's see here. Who wants to come up? Who realistically would come up? The Saints? Did some business with the Saints last year. So the Saints, 28 is pretty low. So who would want to jump the Patriots potentially for a quarterback? And again, if this is me, I would take Trey Lance, but I'm just sort of projecting what Spielman may do in this spot, because I think they may pass on a quarterback altogether, even if Trey Lance is on board. So Washington definitely would want to jump ahead of the Patriots. So let's see here. Propose a trade. The Washington Professional Football Team. They should stay mascotless. They should stay the WFT, because that's funny to me. Let's see here. I want your 2. And want your 3. What do you say? No? All right, take one more shot. Let's see, how low is that? Oh, yeah, 19. Moving down 5 spots, picking up a second rounder. And how about your later third? I don't really want to move. Screw it. I'm just going to take Micah Parsons. There you go. All right, so you got your linebacker to replace Anthony Barr 1-for-1. Frankly, a huge upgrade. Absolute physical freak for Parsons. And I think he can start off ball, and then maybe he works his way. Maybe eventually he replaces Eric Kendricks in the middle. I think that he does have that skill set. God, it's crazy, though. Taking a while. All right, so now before the round starts, since we've been blessed with a extra third round comp pick, I want to see who's still on board. So Joke is on board. Obviously, don't need linebackers anymore. Rashawn Slater's on board. Sean Wade's on board. Expected. Well, man, if we knew that Zaven Collins was still going to be on board, maybe we just let that one go. But I mean, Parsons is really just hard to pass up. Darisaw, I do not expect to be there at the back end or at 53. Let's see what happens the rest of the way. I mean, Kwity Paye would have made a lot of sense too. Jason Phillips. Man, Pitts falls all the way down to the Jaguars. Wow. Ravens still take Wyatt Davis. Trask goes to the Saints. Good luck with all that. Cosme to the Packers. Why? Then Darius Stills to. Okay, sure. I want to make a move. I do. So propose. All right, who's up next? Again, I'm going to do this quasi-realistically. So who would be in the mood to trade down and get picks? Rob Brzezinski would be in the mood to trade down and get picks. So Denver Broncos calls up. Hello, this is George Payton. Spin was like, what's up? Click. All right, so I don't want to give you the first third, but I'll give you the last third, and I will give you 2 of the 4th round picks. In fact, I'll give you well, that should be plenty. Oh, trade decline? How dare you? How dare you deny me? You were my protege. You were the chosen one. Just for that, I want your 7th rounder as well. All right, you're overcooking my grits. I understand that we're trying to get into the top end of the second round. How dare you? Fine, I'm going to take one last shot. I will freshen this up to the... I'll freshen this up to the higher of the 4th round picks, but that's it. All right, fine. We got no deal. Screw it. We're drafting. All right, so still needs. Defensive line, yes. Offensive line, yes. Similar spot for the Vikings. Been here before. Safety, yes. Since we let Anthony Harris go, we don't have a one-on-one replacement in this spot, but we're keeping up alive, even though we're just sitting out round 2. Actually, let's see what we got here. All right, so who's on board? Darisaw still on board. I mean, if Darisaw killed the guy, maybe. Well, what we've been doing is that if there's blatant market inefficiencies, we just sort of just pass them up. So, I mean, Darisaw very likely is going to be a first-round pick. Or do we just say screw it? It was like, hey, he was on board. No, why not? Mac Jones. Wow. The Saints took Trask over Mac Jones. Wow. All right, so who's up next? Next 20 picks are so the Seahawks. Seahawks are always good to do business with. John Schneider in your stupid face. All right, hey, we want a 2nd round pick. We will give you a 3rd and a 4th. Man, they are stingy today. 3rd, 4, 5, best I can do. Okay, 3. I'm not giving you 2 3s, man. All right, fine. 3, 4, 4, best I can do. All right, fine. Screw everyone. We are going home. Man, the computer's just like, no today. Yeah, Darisaw finally went. All right, good. Because I didn't want to have that spot where we're sitting in the 3rd round. Darisaw still on board. It's like, this probably isn't going to happen. Even though, all right, so now we get a couple trade offers. Not do business with the stupid Bears, even though we did do a trade last year. No. All right, so start the round. See what we got. Who we're rooting for. So Christensen's still on board. But with Christensen, not really. Well, never mind. Sorry. Carmen's there. Kate Mays. Banks. The Notre Dame jabronis. Kinnard's there. Deontay Brown is there. I mean, like we've outlined, like, is this the year where we just say screw the scheme and just load up on dudes? Like, I understand that we signed Austin Blythe in free agency. Oh, Jordan Smith is there. I got Jordan Smith as a D lineman as opposed to edge. Okay, sure. Shelvin McNeil is there. Devian Nixon. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it is certainly possible that he potentially falls there. And Brent Cox, Rumpf. Okay. So what do we do here? Looking at the big board. Where's quick value? Morig is on board. I mean, Morig potentially could be a first-round pick, but if he's there, I mean, yes. And also, Terrace Marshall's on board. Probably not going to happen. I think at minimum he's going to be a second-round pick. But, of course, this year, talking in absolutes is really stupid, so I guess you never know. When do we pick again? All right, so we pick again at 26 and 38. All right, well, I'm going to get cooked, but yeah, we're going to ignore the lines again just because there is a lot more relative value in those other 2 spots on the defensive line and offensive line a little bit later on. Morig would have been gone. So Morig, 1-for-1, replaces Anthony Harris. Decliners now. All right, so let's see here. So we want offensive line. Oh, man, Elijah Moore is there. Do we just keep ignoring offensive line? Dickerson is there. Definitely one in the Dickerson business. That's what she said. Sure. Eichenberg in this spot. Yeah, do we just say screw the scheme? Let's see here. Guy. Shelvin McNeil. All right, I'm going to take Dickerson, and I'm going to play him at one of the guard spots. Hopefully that knee is going to be good to go. And he actually could fall pretty decently, even though he has had good tape in Alabama last 2 years because of that knee injury. And also, everyone's, he's not scheme fit. He blocked a lot of zone at Florida State when he was originally there. 1 year for Dalvin, and then the rest for Cam Akers. So I don't want to hear it. Next up, so McNeil, edge rusher. Cox is there. Johnson, Rumpf. I really do like Chris Rumpf. So I'm going to gamble. Let's see, 111. So, I mean, we're going to try and play this relatively according to Hoyle. So, I mean, Lee McNeil probably is going to be at minimum a day 2 pick. So we're going to go here. Even though by the simulator, we could have probably got him in the 4th or 5th round, but is what it is. All right, so overall, so I got Micah Parsons first round, Chevin Morig gonna both be starting right away. Landon Dickerson could be potentially in that mix to start, or well, your starting offensive line is probably going to be Reef, Blythe, Bradbury, Ezra, and O'Neal. So in fact of let's see, a couple trades. No. Well, all right. So move back 4 spots and get an extra 5th round pick. Okay, I'll take that one. All right. So just in lieu of signing Awesome Blythe, I mean, you do have your 5. So let's see here. Are we on the clock? Yeah, we're on the clock. All right. So who we got? Edge rusher. All right. So Rumpf is gone. That's unfortunate. Tyree is there. Cooper's there. Moon. Patrick Jones? Really? Wow. All right. So cornerback wise, Dean, Norwood, Shakur's there. Ambry. I really like Ambry Thomas. I do. Wide receivers. Blake Prohl. Is that Austin Prohl's brother? Is that Ricky Prohl's kid? I'd assume so, right? Nico. Wow. Nico Dynami. Enron said, wow. Daz? What? Wow. All right. Well, Luke Farrell, I believe, went back to school, right? Yeah. All right. So, I mean, it's sort of like do whatever the hell you want at this point. I mean, if you can get Patrick Jones in the 4th, I will take it. I will absolutely take it. 2 more 4th round picks and an extra 5th rounder. I don't feel like trading anymore. All right. So wide receiver. Or do we start doubling down on defensive line? I mean, you can get Shelvin. You can basically get anyone. Yeah. So, or we could just get Slayton later. Yeah, I'm gonna get my guy Daz. Daz, what's up? You could easily go Nico Collins. Hell, we could go both. To be honest, I don't think anyone would be particularly mad. Decline trades. Yeah, I'm gonna go both. Why not? Why not both? All right, so you got Daz, you got Nico coming in as a wide receiver 3-4. We also didn't re-sign Chad Beebe. End of an era, and it's so hard to say goodbye to Chad Beebe. Also, we talked about this could potentially be Nick. Nah, Nick Bolton's probably not going to be there. That's what's so crazy is that since a lot of like the mainstream big boards haven't come out, like it is really all over the place. But we talked about how this could be a good draft to double down on safety. All right, so Stearns is there. I mean, we do want Shelvin, or we could take, let's see here, Slayton. I always take Slayton, though. Is he off the board? I think he is. Well, that kind of sucks. All right. Yeah, so Caden Stearns, I believe, is at the top of, or near the top of the big board. So, yeah, we're just going to grab him. Oh, we're not even on the clock yet. Oh, well, crap. Do I have to trade up? I think I will trade up. Who's up next? The Jets. The goddamn Jets. All right, so Jets. And I'll give you, 6. Why is no one accepting my trades? Why can't you accept Jesus into your heart? I don't want to give you both 5ths. Well, all right, so Toa, I'll give you a 5th, but give me back a 7th. All right, fine, screw it. Bye, Caden Stearns. The dream is dead. Oh, I'll just draft another safety. All right. Oh, Cade Mays is there. So this would be the Kellen Mond spot. All right, so we're going to take Shelvin. So you got a backup nose tackle as well as you got Lee McNeil, 3-tech, taking over. I still... Ambry Thomas still chilling. I mean, I guess we have to take Mond in this spot. Or do we just go something different? Because I still like Ian Book, even though a lot of people don't. Jamie Newman. Who really knows what the hell's going to happen with Jamie Newman, to be honest? With the opt-out. Yeah, we'll take a shot. Why not? We are flush with picks. Simulators running. Do. And we never really replaced... Are we in the clock? Yes, we are. Ambry Thomas, come on in. Yeah, we never really replaced Rudy, even though you do have Irv, you do have Gronklin. Could add some blocking, though. Or it could just sign Thaddeus Moss, one of the two things. All right, so let's see here. His name is Corey Durden. We're only in the 6th round. Got 3 picks left. All right. All right, so got quarterback, check linebacker, got 2 safe. Well, got 1 safety. Oh, so double down there. Got a cornerback help, Ambry Thomas. I enjoy. 2 defensive linemen. Got Shelvin and McNeil. You have 1 offensive lineman. Although with the signing of Blythe, Redens is there. Yeah. So we may as well double and triple down on some offensive line. I was going to grab Tommy Kramer just because of the name recognition, even though it's spelled differently. And we're just adding size up front. Size. Deontay Brown is still there. I need to pause. I'm trading up because I'm getting Deontay Brown. I don't care if it costs me both of my last picks. Who's up next? Eagles. Yeah. Also, we're going in without a kicker. Oh, man, my trade got declined. I haven't had a single trade go through. This is kind of bull bleep. And there goes Deontay. Man, this sucks. Oh, Laufenberg. We can grab him later. Do we want to double down on safety? Yeah, Tariq is there. I like Richie Grant. I don't love Richie Grant. I like him, though. Let's still take our guy Tariq, even though we take Tariq all the time. And I guess you don't have to take the customary Spielman 7th round linebacker because you took one, the best one in the draft at 14. So I guess we're fine there. Babe. And we're just waiting. Drake Jackson's there? Huh. Some of these boards are weird. Just waiting to be on the clock. It's about draft o'clock. I'm going to take Laufenberg. Or, yeah. Oh, did I pause it? I'm a dummy. No wonder it wasn't going. This is high quality pod, by the way. Shimon. Or is there anything left? Ian Book is there. Do we just draft 2 quarterbacks? Nah. Well, let's take a buzz real quick. See if there's any other value around. Nah. Taking my guy, Laufenberg. I wonder if he's related to Babe Laufenberg. That'd be interesting. Former Cowboys media guy. All right, and wrap it up, B. Got a lot of things going on, man. But overall, I mean, how can you be upset with this draft haul? All right, summary. Enhance. All right, so the Vikings, we got rid of a couple contracts. We initially, we cut Barr, we cut Reef, we cut Rudy, cut Steffen, cut Bailey, cut Skullquit, freed up quite a bit of cap, re-signed Riley Reef at a lower amount, signed RG3 to be, and again, these numbers aren't average salary per year. This is the cap hit. So, yeah, I wish they would change that because it'd be less confusing. RG3 is the backup, Duke Riley, some linebacker depth, Patrick Peterson. Come on in. Yeah, and as well as Austin Blythe, the Rams starting center. Going to kick him over to guard or kick Bradbury to guard, one of the two. And then in the draft, man, so Micah Parsons. Yeah. So we had the choice. Taking Trey Lance. I was really tempted, but I think what Spielman would do in this spot if he couldn't trade down, which, we didn't really have any enticing offers, getting the 1-for-1 replacement. Micah Parsons is an absolute physical freak and steps in right away for Anthony Barr. Trevin Moehrig coming out of TCU. Somehow, some way, found his way to the 3rd round. Maybe he killed the guy. I don't know. But him coming in for Anthony Harris, great coverage skills. I think it's a phenomenal, if you come out of the first 2 picks, and you take out 2 starters and you draft 2 starters that will take the spots of Barr and Harris, you like it. Landon Dickerson, I love him. I love his attitude. Hopefully that knee is good to go. Can play in power, can play in zone as well. Add some offensive line depth. Ali McNeil potentially could be your starting 3-tech right away. Patrick Jones a second. If he's available in the 4th, snatch it. Grab it. Daz Newsome, a nice little wide receiver 3, plus add some help in the return game. Nico Collins, 6'4", outside the number, play the X as a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. Shelvin comes in. He's going to be Michael Pierce's understudy at nose tackle. Jamie Newman, oh, what up? Former Wake Forest quarterback, 6'4" and change. Has a great arm. Accuracy can kind of come and go, but he can sit behind Kirk and RG3. Get it. Ambry Thomas, cornerback out of Michigan, I like a lot. Dylan Radins, the small school prospect coming out of North Dakota State. Now, we could have had Trey Lance and then also his blindside protector, but, Tariq Thompson, a guy that I really like coming out of San Diego State, a safety. He's going to be Tom Landry 2.0, as well as Nolan Laufenberg, the uber athletic offensive lineman from Air Force. So, I mean, if this is how it goes down, I'm okay. Again, there was a lot of play on this big board. I get it. We even passed up some guys that probably were going to be gone at that spot. But like we said, with no combine, with a bunch of guys, high-end eligible guys opting out of 2020, and their most recent tape is from 2019, this is going to be the weirdest draft ever. So buckle up. It's going to be a lot of fun. But overall, your thoughts. Full Vikings off-season, free agency in the draft, Barr and Rudy cut. They gone. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work. Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.